Good YouTube, this your boy Sports Brotherhood, man, coming at y'all with another one. And today we got a WNBA, man. First day of the month, September 1st, man. We got a nice little 5-game slate, and you already know how we do, man. I'm about to bring y'all my 3 top picks and then my 2 value picks, man. So let's get into it, man. I know it's almost 9 o'clock time, so I ain't really gonna waste no time. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody have a good day today. And let's see what we working with, man. I kind of already scoped out everything, but I want to kind of give y'all some help. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all a couple people to look at if you maybe ain't looked at them and some reasons why. So we're gonna start off with this guard spot now. Once again, we have a lot of high price guards, but advice for the day, y'all. I would fade them Chicago guards, man. Minnesota is is the best defensive team in the WNBA. They allow the least amount of points. So if you want to be risky and contrarian, then you can do it. But otherwise, man, I really fade them. Also, the Brittany Sykes move, wouldn't do that either. I just want to tell you about the high price ones. I wouldn't do that. It's a late. It is I think the last game on the slate, but she's going up against a tough LA backcourt with Odyssey Sims and Gray. And you know what I'm saying? I want to say it's a 14-15 point spread. You could be risky and do it. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we got that done. Let's get to the biz. I just wanted to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, about that. I feel like that was important. Now, here go a play that is interesting. Diana Taurasi, man. Now, she's usually priced around $9,000, but unfortunately, I think she took a game off and she had a couple bad games. So now she's priced at $7,700. And I feel like at a price like this, man, this is a steal. Because she has, as you can see from the game log, she has 40-point potential, almost 50-point, and she has high 30-point. You know what I'm saying? She just had a couple unfortunate, which brought her price down. Now, you know what I'm saying? If you one of them dudes who like to mess with your bankroll, who like to mess with your salary, then you could really get her. The game is I think the game is the highest point total on the slate at 170. It's a good game. It's also one of the late games, so you'll have that late game exposure. And it's a close spread. I think they got Phoenix by 1. So everything, man, you know what I'm saying, look good. Now she is not the best defensive versus position, but like I said before, it's Diana Taurasi, man. We know she can put up numbers. It's playoff time. They gonna need her. So yeah, man, I would really go with that move, you know. And one thing I would tell y'all, anytime you see the defensive, if it's a weak player and it's a high, they're going up against a bad matchup defensively, don't do it. But one thing y'all need to remember, Sports Brotherhood told y'all this: always play your best players against that defense. You know what I'm saying? Against the top defenses, because yes, the medium and the weak players probably won't perform against the tough defense, but star players typically perform regardless of who they playing. And a lot of people gonna be off for today because she got that first next to her name, so it's gonna be low ownership, man. Y'all take advantage of that. So we're gonna go ahead and throw her back up here. Now I'm gonna go to the forwards because I feel like today is the day of the forwards, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hit y'all with a couple good ones and then a couple, you know what I'm saying, see how y'all feeling. But obviously, man, I like Sylvia a lot. You know what I'm saying? Great matchup versus Chicago. You know what I'm saying? There's no secret that Chicago, the Sky, they can't defend down low. They give up a lot of rebounds. Sylvia, she's been consistent over her last couple games. She's been giving you at least over 30 points the last 10 games, man. It don't get no more consistent than that. Like I told y'all in the last video, you're going to have to start, you know what I'm saying, in order to get some of the best plays, you're going to have to start using that bankroll, you know what I'm saying, that bankroll with your salary. So don't be scared to spin up, especially at the forward position. That's one of the toughest, not the toughest position, but that's one of the most lucrative positions in WNBA. So you definitely want to spin up here. And we want to definitely go Sylvia on there. Now I got another forward for y'all. This one is I'm gonna go a little low price. You know, I always go, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna try to hit y'all with some. We ain't gonna go too low though. Well, actually, we got the value picks coming up. So another pick I really like, man, is Crystal Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I will have some exposure to her. First, we're gonna look at a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? Decent price, not your 10,000 or 12,000 higher price player. So decent price. She averaging 23 points a game, but I feel like her game log really shows you what she do. Now we can. Oh, dang! Let me zoom in. Fuck it. As you can see though, she's averaging. She basically give you the last 4 games. She give you 30 points. And before that, she was on the streak of 20 and 30 point games. So she's obviously consistent. You know what I'm saying? We slide over. This is what I love, though. When y'all come to the game log, don't just look at the total, though. You want to see how they get their points. She's a crazy rebounder. As you can see, she got multiple games with over 10 rebounds. And rebounds, we all know, is extra points. So that's key, man. She can give you a lot of extra points, especially when it comes down to this being a close game. I think it's just another 1 or 2 point spread. You know, if you need a big man and you don't want to spend up for your higher price, I definitely give Crystal Thomas a look, man. All right, so we got that. Now I want to give y'all the 2 value picks, man. We're going to go back to guard. It's some guard and value. Hey, don't be scared to scroll down, y'all. You can't just always spend up top heavy. When you need some value plays, just search and look. It's some good value out here. But the one I want to show y'all today is a little on the cheaper end, you know. We're going to go with Gia, man. Back to Minnesota, Chicago. You know, that game was a 14-point spread. Minnesota is favored by 14 points. And Chicago has problems. You know, they got a lot of defensive problems down low, but mainly they got a problem with the guards, too. And Gia, 4,200. Good value. You can see the last, 6-7 games. She basically been averaging 20 minutes. She has, good ceiling. She almost gave you 40 and she almost gave you 30. And then she gave you basically 2 20-point games. So at her price, man, with the minutes she's getting right now, and we all know Lindsay Whalen is out for Minnesota at the guard position. So a lot of minutes been opening up. That's a key thing too, injuries. Stay up to date on your injuries because the injuries always bring you value plays like this one. And then we scroll over to her points. She hit double figures 4 times. She's a decent rebounder, and she really a four category player, man. And at her price, 4,200, you can't beat it, man. So I would definitely say if you can get some exposure to Gia Perkins, she will have a good game tonight, man. At a low price, man. That's the first value pick. And then last but not least, we're gonna give y'all another value. Should I do forward? Let's go back to the forward, man. Give y'all another nice forward. You know what I'm saying? If y'all had trouble. We're gonna try to get y'all some value at the forward spot, man. I know I told y'all. Okay, here we go. Kayla Alexander, man. Now, she has a great matchup today. New York gives up, I think, 27 points, fantasy points to centers. You know what I'm saying? She's starting right now. She started the last game against Minnesota. Now, don't look overall. It doesn't look like, you know what I'm saying? But if you see, last time out against New York, she went off for 40 fantasy points. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks also. So, she's definitely a good play tonight, man. Yeah, we're going to end this a little early, man. This your boy Sports Brotherhood. Stay tuned.